a recording in progress?
What? I don't like that.
Again, as usual, this is going so well. So we are about to watch Scream 3. And
That's something.
so I've never seen Scream 3, even though apparently we own it. And I was warned, I've literally never seen it. And it's in my house. And I was like, we own that movie. And I went and looked, and sure enough, it's in the house. It just doesn't exist for me.
Somebody actually bought the one copy.
You're the one that bought that copy.
Everyone I know who has seen it, let's just say Armand was big mad about the fact that I was about to torture myself with this one. That's literally what he said. Why would you do it? Why would you do it, Belle? Why? And I'm like, because we are watching all of them until we get to the new one. He was not impressed. So I have heard very mixed things. The people who love Scream 3 love Scream 3. The people who don't, do not. And that's the end of that. There's no in between. So before we start, guys, what do you think? I know apparently Mary loves this movie.
I'll agree. It is a very divisive movie for the Scream fandom. You either love it or you hate it. I happen to like it. It's not the worst in the Scream franchise, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow.
Is it near the top? Is it near the top? No. But it's by no means the worst one, in my opinion.
Again, that is not the high praise that you think it is.
I don't care. I still enjoy it.
It's better than 4.
It's better than 4. Honestly, I think it's better than 5.
Holding 4 up as the worst.
Yeah.
Is 4 the one that they introduced Hayden Panettiere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because she comes back in the most recent one, right? The one that's about to drop?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn. Oh, damn. Well, is that because of the actress or the character, Allie?
Yes.
I agree with Allie. To be honest with you, I agree with Allie.
Well, I mean, they're at the point
I agree with me.
of these movies where they're not putting in a ton of money, and hiring people is a little low budget.
They're also just trying to. They're trying to cash in. They know fans love it. They know there's nostalgia for it. It's just they're trying to cash in on it. So I don't feel like there's been a lot of thought into the script or the casting or even the acting in anything in 4
That's why when they did, I don't know. I know what you did last summer. They only did 2 of those because after the second one, they're like, "No, we can't do this no more."
Actually, they did do a 3rd one, but no one talks about it. There's a 3rd one.
It's like the American Psycho sequel. We don't talk about it.
It doesn't. It's like Bruno. We're not talking about this. They never
like
talk
American Psycho too.
No.
never,
They got Mila Kunis. I like.
I think.
By the way, this is Steve, everybody.
Hi,
This evening.
Anyone who watches the
There's a boy on television with us.
every time randomly there's a Steve, and anybody who follows us knows that every once in a while there's a Steve, and that's
well, I
okay.
heard you were calling movies we watched. I'm like, I'm a screen queen. Why am I not there?
Yeah. And tacos.
And
That might kill him.
Yeah. If you see me fall over and then flashy light later with sirens, you'll know.
Allie is Ghostface.
Let's try not to poison Steve.
It tasted good.
Oh God. Okay. Well, on that note, yes, it's delicious. Ron's like, did you try your alcohol? My alcohol is delicious. I'm having a Bloody Mary because we're watching Scream. I should have put some shrimp in.
Mary.
Kill me.
What are you doing?
Why is no one calling the police? You would think Cotton had never been through this shit before. Call the police. That should have been your second call. You dumb bitch. Call the police. The hell? I need to breathe. It's a long movie. I need to breathe.
To be fair, I think the second call, when he couldn't get through to the house, I think he was like on hold with 911, and then he said, fuck it, and threw the phone and just kept driving.
Okay.
Yeah. He tried to call the police before he even got there.
He tried, and they had him on hold, which they have done, because it's happened to me, and it's annoying as fuck.
Sure as shit. Hope I'm not
When there's like an actual emergency.
Yeah.
from a serial killer or anything. Dum-dums.
Yeah.
Mute me, mute me. The first 9 minutes of the movie. He gone.
The movie isn't called
So-
Cut Not the End.
I figured you're gonna hate this movie.
I think you're still muted.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I mean,
It's okay.
he didn't play by the rules. And also he should have known better. He should have known better. Like, and how does he not have freaking weapons?
Well,
Like, Shimon.
like, honestly, this person was going to kill him no matter what. So I'm glad he didn't give up Sydney's location, because he probably is one of the few people who knows exactly where she is. So I'm glad he didn't give up the location, because that person, whoever this is, would have killed him anyway.
Right. You never give up that location.
You never give it up. I kept thinking about that episode, the third episode of Hunters, the season 1, where dude gave up the location of Millie, and I'm like, no, this asshole
Never gonna give up.
never gonna let you down. Never gonna
You know, it's not funny, but it is. Because when you said in the first movie how much you loved Cotton, me and Al have been making eyes at each other throughout the first and second movie the whole time. Every time you bring up Cotton, we're just like, she ain't gonna be happy when we get to the third one. She ain't gonna be happy. And we refuse to tell you. What was it? Last year, like, please tell me Cotton's gonna be okay. We'll find out. I guess you'll find out. And now you have. And I'm sorry.
But at least they get it right out of the way. So, like, you know, he's gone. You don't have to worry about him being gone
it's not
anymore.
drawn out like it was with Jada and Omar.
Yeah, this is like real quick. Stab, stab, done, done.
They're just knocking off the original cast movie by movie at this point, is what I'm understanding.
Yes, sorta.
Well, so you kind of have to do that, but you can only do one at a time.
Yes, but I'm not happy.
That way, that fool will keep coming back and giving them money.
He had to become Sabretooth.
He had to leave to become Sabretooth, and we all love his Sabretooth.
That would have been about the right
the
time.
good thing about that movie. He's
the only good thing about the movie.
Real career with it.
That's okay, because I get to look at Leah whenever I want to. Because he is beautiful and I love him. All right, I'm gonna let it go.
I just wanna tell you what I'm feeling.
Hey, they played Creed in that house. They both deserve to die.
That's true. Like that was making my ears bleed before his tummy was bleeding.
Y'all are hardcore and I kind of love it. All right, I'm ready. I think I'm okay. I think. All right.
You have no idea.
So, in closing, as the future journalists of America, there is one thing that you need to remember. Being the best means being willing to do what the others would not. Break the rules. Stop at nothing. Be willing to have the world hate you, because that is the only way that you'll get the story, the facts, and the fame. Thank you. Yes.
So you're saying that we should be ready to go out and cut each other's throats because that's what you did?
Metaphorically, yes.
Well, tell me, Miss Weathers, was it worth it?
I'm so sorry, we're out of time. Gail Weathers, anchorwoman for Total Entertainment. Thank you very much.
There is a young man outside who wants to see you. He says he's with the police.
The police?
Detective Mark Kincaid, LAPD.
Hello.
It's quite an impressive resume.
Thank you. I assume you're not here for an autograph?
I'm here because Cotton Ware's been murdered.
Someone killed Cotton?
And his girlfriend. Someone who left something he wanted us to see. I'll show you this because you're the Woodsboro authority, because you knew him. I promise you, if you share this with the world, it's you I'll be arresting.
I swear at my Pulitzer Prize, which I plan to win one day, Detective.
This was left in Cotton Ware's body. You have any idea who the girl might be?
Oh my God. This is Maureen Prescott. This is Sidney Prescott's mother. Holly.
Hell is wrong with her head? What is going on with her hair? I am offended. What the hell? Ma'am, what did they do to Courtney's hair? What?
I told you. This is why the highlights in the second movie, they are terrible, but it's much preferred to this.
What? I just
Killed her hair like they killed Cotton Weary. It gone.
With a knife.
Why are you trying to traumatize her again?
her hair is free traumatizing me. I am upset.
The hair.
Not good. It's not good.
Don't worry, the whole movie's traumatizing.
Oh, good. Yay. Her fucking Ray.
Mute her.
Actually, they need to.
Need a potty break?
Can someone explain to me why Jay and Silent Bob are in this movie?
For fun. I forgot they did that cameo.
Because Miramax.
Miramax.
Yeah,
Wait
probably.
for Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Miramax.
I need to drink more. I'm like, I can tell that this is going to be a movie that I drink a lot of. Through. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just okay.
You're just okay?
Just okay.
Yeah.
Silent Bob.
The fact that they call her Connie Chung too.
Well, that freaking haircut. Who knows who she is?
Connie's hair was never like that.
Yeah.
No, Connie's hair was always snatched. That mess. I don't know who she is.
They did Courtney dirty in the hair department.
Her so dirty.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just rude. This haircut alone is just rude. Okay. All right, I think I'm ready. You know what? You know what I need to get me through the cheese curls. That's what I'm gonna get. I need Old Bay cheese curls and prayer, and that's gonna get me through this because this is not. I'm not okay. We're gonna
I have German chocolate, so
we're gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. All right. Hold on. I mean, mute myself. That would help.
Yeah, muting.
Mute.
I told you there was one cameo that I really love in this movie, and it's Mom. It's Space Mom.
Space Mom.
Oh, you and Space Grandma.
Oh my God, this movie is breaking Belle.
We're only getting every other word out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, it broke me a long time ago.
It broke Belle.
The movie has broken Belle.
It's Space Mom. It's Space Mom. And she made funny. I don't know what's going on. But we love you, Belle, and I hope we get to hear you soon.
Yeah. I hope we get to hear your voice soon, because it's not coming through now.
Oh, she muted herself.
Oh.
That might be why.
Oh, that could be why.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's Space Mom. We miss Space Mom. We miss Space Grandma.
I know.
Oh, okay. This movie has been a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
There's so many actors in this movie that I forgot about.
Oh my God.
That have amazing careers later on.
So Bob, yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm okay.
McDreamy is his name? Dr. McDreamy?
Dr. McDreamy.
That was you.
That was you. Okay.
Patrick
Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yes. Okay, I'm okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Love you. Love you. Mute me.
I don't trust him. He's too fine. Too charming. He's too fine. No, Patrick Dempsey, you won't get me. You won't get me with your cuteness. No. Unacceptable.
Is he cute though? Ma'am, you're muted again. You're talking at me and you're muted. You're trying to rebuttal.
He has an opinion of his cuteness.
I think he got better with age.
And he's charming and intense, and that's how she ended up sleeping with the serial killer in the first movie. No.
Billy wasn't charming though.
True.
No, that's not a charming part.
That's true.
Not bad copy. He's
He
just
was
bad.
just straight up
Bad.
creepy.
He's a little creepy. But this one is he's too good to be true. I don't trust him.
Nobody gets that close to your face. Like that.
Like,
He was
we just met like 3 hours ago. Why are you all up in my face?
Sir. And in the age of COVID, that scene really don't look great. I'm like, can we just get a shield?
A lot of those don't look right.
I really like the references to Lance Henriksen's previous career, though. That was cute. I love that they had a T2 behind him. And I love that, like, not only did they have a T2, but also, like, considering he was a robot in the Aliens franchise, I love that there's a giant robot exoskeleton behind him. I was like, that was subtle. That was subtle. I appreciate it. Also, I'm loving the Jennifer Jolie, Gale Weathers combo pack. They are the best thing about this movie so far, by far.
It's adorable.
They're really good together. They are.
Watched an entire series of films with Jennifer Jolie, Gale Weathers, and Carrie Fisher's character just going around snatching people's wigs. That would have been great. I would have watched that all day, every day. It would have been fantastic.
So they need Scream 3.5.
Yeah, they.
Yes. You okay back there, Steve?
I'm good.
Don't die.
I was just commenting earlier about how Neve Campbell can't act. She's a horrible actress.
It does seem like the character she's playing all the time in every role is Sydney.
It's the same thing, and when she's acting, she's in her mind she's lying, and her eyes are going all over the place. She can't stare somebody right in the face.
That's an interesting observation because I had never noticed that before, but you're right. But I still like her in these movies. I don't know and it's interesting because I've never liked her in anything else. I didn't like her in Party of Five. I don't like her in the movies where she plays The Rock's wife. I liked her in The Craft, but she's doing a lot of the same stuff here that she did in The Craft. So that's a good point.
Exactly. Same thing.
That's a good point. She's kind of got the Kevin Costner thing. Kevin Costner's always Kevin Costner and everything, but he's
Waterworld.
Yeah, he's more Kevin
Nicolas
Costner.
Cage.
Yeah. Rarely, and when Nick Cage isn't Nick Cage in something, his mind goes on a break after that for a minute. Because if you notice, anytime he does a part where he is not playing basically a version of himself, he ends up going off the deep end every single time. And then there's like a 5-year period where he does nothing but crap because his brain is just turned into mush. But like, watch him in the one Leaving Las Vegas, and then there was another one he did like 5 years. For 5 years after Leaving Las Vegas, he didn't do anything serious because his mind was all jacked up. And then he did like
the one with the alpaca farm.
Yeah, and then he did another movie.
Oh
I think
God!
Yeah, it was terrible.
He was watching at Harry's house.
It was wonderful.
It was
something. Mm-hmm.
It was a thing. It was definitely a movie.
It was
what I have to say about that.
A movie.
Was it?
It was definitely fell under the definition of a film, and that's all we
It
can
was
say.
something.
It was something.
It was
We
something.
were entertained, but not for the right reason.
Right.
Say, were we?
It's bad movie night for a
It's
reason.
bad movie night for a reason. And it held up its end of being not good.
There you go. There you go. All right, let's see if Patrick Dempsey turns out to be, because listen, I clocked him taking Dewey's phone, and right after he took Dewey's phone is when they were able to find Sydney. So I don't trust his ass at all.
What about the door in the bathroom? She had all the props.
There's more than one.
There's
Usually.
that.
That's
Come
right.
here.
There's 32
I
killers in
got
every
cheese and I'm
movie.
really happy right now. I got cheese.
I have Doritos. Ron didn't let me have his freaking Old Bay cheese curls because apparently they're gold and I'm not allowed to. I'm allowed to have one.
That's rude.
Because you'll eat the whole bag in one sitting. I do that.
Perhaps I'm not. I will not say anything in case I incriminate myself.
Last night.
You ate all the fig noodles?
Both
The
were
Old Bay Doritos.
Okay.
Old Bay Doritos are good. All right, back to the film. La film. I'm gonna mute you.
I finished before y'all, so I'm just dancing with myself.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. I really only like it for the cameos because they were excellent. And like I said when we start the first one, this one changes things that we knew in the first one. Like how he set Billy on to Maureen, and Billy's the one that indoctrinated Stu, and everything about how they tied it in. It's like, we're making our own movie, Sid. These days everybody needs a sequel. It's because a literal film director set them on. And I like those little twists.
Well, that actually makes all of that make sense. Okay. Well,
hair clips though.
The hair clips were a lot.
The butterflies.
That was peak 2000s. Ooh, peak 2000s.
I think they were from Claire's.
Probably.
Kids Bop.
Whoever worked like hair and makeup and wardrobe for Courtney Cox in this movie,
awful.
Hated her. They hated her.
I will say we did not see any shoes on couches.
This is true. We did not. They've stepped up. They've started learning their lesson.
They stepped up, unintended. Okay, I want to know what happens with the dog, because like
the dog disappears halfway through the movie. For no,
I just always assumed the dog, like she dropped the dog off at her dad's. Like she went back to Woodsboro, dropped the dog off with her dad, because she doesn't trust anybody else. I doubt she knows her neighbors if she has any. And then made her way to Hollywood.
Yeah, if Roman had killed her dog, I would have had to kill him so much sooner.
Yeah.
This was a lot. I have an actual headache.
Like a fun headache, right? Because it was such a great film.
It was so good.
So good.
Listen, Jenny.
But again, I still don't think it's worse than 5.
It's not worse than
5 yet. So, I mean,
it's literally 1, 2, 3, 5, 4.
5 the one with Jack Quaid? From The Boys?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's in 5.
Yeah.
I just
I'm remembering right.
I have
a Jenna Ortega, I think, is in 5 too.
I genuinely have a headache.
Is it the Bloody Mary or the movie?
It's the movie. I'm not even drunk. I'm not even remotely drunk.
I'm sorry.
I wish I was.
You missed half the mission.
I drank this much of the Bloody Mary, and I'm not drunk yet, and I really am sad about that, actually.
Where's the breakfast drink?
You only get drunk drinking in at breakfast.
Oh, is that what it is?
At dinner time, it doesn't count because it's not breakfast.
Or it's like what you drink when you have a hangover.
I don't get hangovers.
So you shouldn't
Me
get
either, but that's what I hear. You drink it when you have a hangover, like the next day at like brunch, you have a Bloody Mary.
Okay. Sure.
I tried that once.
This movie was it was a lot of things.
The conversation that Milton has is really good.
Let's go through the things that we liked. I really liked, well, I can't say I liked the cameos because I don't know why Jay and Silent Bob were there. That was dumb. And it actually broke the tone for me. I hate movies. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of about half of the MCU films. In all honesty, when you take breaks to make jokes and you break the tension of what's going on. I don't think that's necessary. I think too much jokiness ruins the film. And them being there was completely and utterly unnecessary and really distracting for me. But I did love
I wonder if there was a reason.
Hmm?
I'm wondering if there was a reason that is like more.
It's probably like
was there a new movie with them coming out and they just like shoved them in there as like some light promo? I don't know. I'm gonna Google and see
the first Jay and Silent Bob movie.
I feel like this was the right after. I think this was Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, like as it was coming out at the same time, if I remember right.
Yeah, and Clerks.
Yeah, so there's that. Clerks 3 or Clerks 2, whatever.
Actually, apparently it's it says that due to the popularity of the characters, they were asked to make a brief cameo at the request of Bob Weinstein.
Well, so already, so yeah, okay, that makes sense for the terribleness. It's okay. It's just okay, y'all. I need a minute. It's a lot. This movie was a lot for me. I like that we get some backstory on Maureen. Again, I don't care for the slut shaming. I do like, however, that the Milton speech is so upsetting, especially when you know that this was a Weinstein produced film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's very telling on themselves. It's interesting that a woman wrote this one because it's very telling.
It is.
I'm sure that she had to make deals that she didn't want to make.
That line that he says, Hollywood is full of criminals whose careers are flourishing. And then he talks about how, oh, maybe this city isn't the place for innocence. You know, she went to that party like all young girls do. She knew what she was getting herself into. And like knowing everything we know now about the Weinsteins and everything, it's like, how the fuck did this movie even get made if those lines were in the script?
Well, because they never thought that they would actually get caught.
Yeah. No, that's true. Hubris, ego.
So
it's ballsy whoever wrote it. Who wrote this? Who wrote those lines? Because kudos to them.
Yeah. Aaron Kruger wrote them, I believe.
Kevin Williamson and Aaron Kruger. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's Characters by Kevin Williamson. But yeah, Aaron Kruger.
This movie feels like it was a much better if without this movie feels like it should have been 30 minutes shorter and could have been tighter. The Maureen stuff I actually really, really like. It really gives a lot of context that we didn't have because there is a really good line with Sydney where she's like, I didn't know her. And every time I thought I knew her, I find out something else that I didn't know. And she's right. There's a lot of information she didn't know. And we all, and that's the question that all of us have to ask. How much do we truly know our parent?
We'll talk about that off camera.
Right?
That's a lot.
How much do we know about their lives before they had us? And the way, and I like the commentary on how Hollywood, the industry chews people out and chews people up and spits them out day after day. Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. Everybody in between, it does not matter. The industry tears people to shreds. I liked the Gail Jennifer Jolie pairing. I thought that was absolutely genius. Those two together was great. I hate that it's falling into, well, I should say Stranger Things fell into this, not the other way around. Or stop introducing characters I like to murk them so that you can avoid killing the main cast. I really thought Gail and Dewey or Sid was going to bite it this movie. And so that they survive, especially Dewey, and I really, oh God, I hate how they do Dewey in this movie. Between the falling down the hill and the being knocked out by the butt of the throw and knocks him out and he falls down the stairs and all the little incompetencies. And at this point with the character,
Ghostface was just as bad.
Huh?
Ghostface was just as bad.
Well, but my issue is that at this point, for that character specifically, he can be all shucksy, but he has to have a lick of common sense. You've almost been murdered twice at this point.
He never develops any brain cells. Gail has all of the brain cells in their relationship.
None.
And even she's struggling sometimes.
And it's really, honestly, like, his character is super emasculated to me. I do not care for Dewey. I want to, but he's a super emasculated character because he very much is, I'm going to make him a dumb hick who never learns and never has any common fucking sense so that the ladies can be the heroes. And I really don't care for that. I really don't. Right? The male character. It's amazing how what happens when you write male characters as competent and then write the female characters as competent. Good writers can do both.
And I feel like you're asking a lot for a Scream 3 movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I am, because here's the thing.
Third key of a horror movie. No.
Here's the thing. I don't think if you're going to make a franchise, I don't think it's too much to ask to not insult my intelligence. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. There's a reason I dipped out of the Alien movies after 1 and 2. I'm sorry. And there's a reason why Prometheus also is garbage too. If you watch that movie, it's a terrible fucking movie. And that's
I would walk out of here right now.
Bye. You ain't in my house. I don't care.
I say, he's got to go home anyway, so he's going to walk out at some
point. Eventually.
I'm sorry, but I really hate that. I hate when it's not feminism. It's not feminism to make your male characters incompetent so that the women can shine. That's not feminist. That's
what's
just
really interesting is that so Dewey's no longer a cop. He's just a technical advisor on this film. And yet we have a real cop.
Incompetent.
And Kincaid who's also incompetent.
Also incompetent. Like literally him going into the room and not clearing his corners. For me was the first thing. And I'm like, okay, so you're just an idiot too.
Security. Right?
No.
Security?
Patrick Dempsey.
No, the Patrick Dempsey character
was an actual officer.
Sorry, now.
Honestly, Patrick Warburton's character was just as incompetent too. All that shit he talked, and he got murked easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that. To me, that is such a bad writing sign. That is such a sign of terrible, terrible writing. We've had this discussion on this cast specifically multiple times. I hate when female characters get a pass for doing terrible shit that if it was a male character, they would be stringing him up by his nuts for. And B, I hate when male characters are written to be incompetent for the express purpose of making the female characters look badass. Both are signs that you don't know how to write. And so the script is all over the place for me. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to tie up the bows and all of the plot holes from the first 2 movies. I know what they were trying to do. They could have excised 30 minutes from this film and done it tighter and righter to get there. The cameos, as much as I love Space Mom's cameo, her cameo made sense for multiple reasons because it speaks to the weariness it speaks to the industry and the way the industry chews up young women. And
she also served a point to push the plot forward, unlike Jane and Silent Bob. They were just there for comic relief randomly. She actually pushed the plot forward and gave us an important piece of information.
Right. So I see what they were trying to do. I feel like this movie, there is the germ of a really, really good movie and a really good trilogy ender here, but it's not there. It's not there, and it just I literally have a headache. I'm not even kidding. Like, my head is pounding.
So it's safe to say you're on the side of people that hate the movie.
I don't hate it, but I do hate it. I'm sorry, I can't say I do hate it. And
headache now. Wait until you get the 4.
Just you
oh
wait.
God,
That's going to explode.
It gets worse.
Get ready. It gets so much worse.
So much worse.
I
we're gonna put them.
Because how many, like, in the chat, how many times do we, in this chat alone, are we looking at us going, why are you doing X, Y, and Z when you've been through this so many times? Why aren't you doing X, Y, and Z? Like, the whole chat is me going.
Well, yeah, like at the very beginning, Sydney gets off that phone call from the killer, and then she locks the door. Like, bitch, why wasn't your door already locked? Why, like, is this your first time being hunted by a killer? No. Why was your door not already locked? Especially when we first see her in the movie, she locks the gate that anybody could jump over, and then keys in the security code. That's useless. But then she locks her front door and sets the alarm for the whole house. So, like, why?
She had the window open.
Yeah, and your window's open. What are you doing? Is this your first rodeo? No, ma'am. Sydney, you need to do better. I love you, but you need to do better.
Same with
Be a little more self-aware.
Same with Gail and Dewey. Like, how many times I'm like, this movie gave me a headache, and that's all. I guess it evokes strong emotions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they got a reaction out of y'all.
It definitely got a reaction out of me, and that's all I can say about that.
If it makes you feel any better, because we talked about this before we watched the first one, and we said that Sydney gets married and has kids. I'm pretty sure she ends up marrying Patrick Dempsey.
And what, she got to protect his dumb ass?
Actually, I don't think he ever shows up again. I just think it's mentioned that they got married, and I think they have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like never shows up again because he's been busy doing Grey's Anatomy for the 30 years it's been on air. I don't know. I don't watch that show.
Enchanted series.
The only medical drama I watch is ER. That's it.
I don't watch that either.
All right. So, that was a movie.
That was a movie with stabbing.
And
I mean, a positive is that, like we said in the chat too, the women, 99% of the women, they're still kicking ass. They're fighting for their even Jenny McCartney, who we don't like, even her in a room full of like weapons, she doesn't realize they're all fake because they're prop up, and she's still grabbing knives and machetes and trying to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Not that she's Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, I cheered when she died though, because bitch.
Oh yeah, I know, but like that is still one thing this franchise does. The women are fighting for their lives. They're not running and being damsels in distresses and crying and waiting for someone to come save them half the time. They're actively trying to fuck this person up.
Also, Tyson's you motherfucker was great.
Oh, I know. Tyson didn't deserve that.
Because that would be me.
Tyson didn't deserve that.
I would be so pissed about being murdered in this film. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. Oh my God. If it was me, I'd be so mad that I was even in this mess with all these white people. I wouldn't even.
But on one hand, but on the other hand, he did kind of bring it on himself, because at the beginning, they were like, well, if you're so scared, why don't you go? He's like, are you kidding me? You think black actors can just throw away roles like this?
He's not wrong.
I have to stay.
He's not wrong, though.
Like, he's not wrong. But did you have to stay after 2 people were murdered, sir?
Yeah. I was like, why did you go to the party, boo?
It's like the guy in the Archive 84, whatever that show was that I said was awful.
Yes. The
man has not...
Didn't
Tyson, And that man never saw a red flag he didn't like. Red is his favorite color. He did not take any of the cues to get his ass to safety, and he just stayed.
The minute Tyson showed up at that party, I was like, well, he's dead. I'm like, no, boo, no.
But the most important note is the Creed poster in her bedroom. I don't think was there in the original bedroom. I think that was just put there for relevance at the time that they were filming the movie, because that stuff wasn't around back then.
Not to mention the fact that Creed did the opening theme song for this one. So, yes.
Like it's the same song, it's just the Creed cover.
I clocked that as well, and I was like, ugh, gross.
Product placement.
Product placement. Well, on that note, this is Belle having suffered for y'all. Pop Culture Uncovered.
So much fun the next one.
We watched Scream 3, and apparently I'm going to be crying even more next week because 4 is happening. And I apparently am going to be sad again. So
your brain will be,
I don't know, so much sadness and madness.
Yeah. You're gonna want something heavier than a Bloody Mary.
I don't really remember Scream 4.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. I remember the end of Scream 4, but I don't remember the movie as a whole, which doesn't say a lot about it, to be honest with you. 5, granted, I was drunk when I saw it. I remember it was not great. I think you'll be really sad with 5.
Great.
I don't know. I don't know if she will be.
Yeah, that's true.
You might be cheering.
It depends. It depends.
Right then. So on that note, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Well, I don't know how much we're on Twitter anymore. At PC Uncovered, popcultureuncovered.com, Pop Culture on Facebook, Tumblr, and Patreon. And we love you guys. I may be Storm this year at Baltimore Comic Con. We'll see. I know, Rogue. I know, Rogue. So I might actually come to Baltimore Comic Con this year, which is a thing I haven't done in 3 years. But I've dodged COVID for 3 years, and so I'd like to keep my streak going. So if you guys want to actually see me at Baltimore Comic Con, wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay away from people you don't know. And on that note, we love you. Be safe out in these streets. And I will be back so you guys can enjoy my suffering for Scream 4.
Yeah, we're all going to be suffering. We'll all be in misery.
Okay, but I haven't seen it before, so I'm unprepared.
Well, technically so am I, because I only remember how it ends. I don't remember jack shit about the rest of it.
This was your idea.
It was my idea. Now
this whole thing was your idea.
I regret my life choices. All right, I love you guys. Peace. Oh, where else are we found, Allie?
Huh?
Where else can we be found?
On the virtual reality site.
Yes. All right, guys. We love you guys.